Episode 116, The Franklin Show. Today is a mobile podcast as I am recording this episode in Franklin, Tennessee, and you are listening to episode number 116 of Mike Murphy Unplugged. Learn, create, move forward. I am your host, Mike Murphy. I'm a one-man band. I'm a technology junkie. I love helping people figure things out, and I am really excited to be here with you today. The goal of Mike Murphy Unplugged, it's to help you learn what you need to know in order to create online content so you can move forward in business and in life. So welcome to this special episode number 116, The Franklin Show. Today is going to be an abbreviated episode as I am recording this podcast from the backseat of a Buick SUV. That's right, I am recording this inside of a car. I'm going to start today with a quick Black Friday holiday shopping update. Then I'm going to give you a brief history lesson of Franklin and Nashville, Tennessee. And I'm going to finish today with a behind-the-scenes look into my mobile podcast and gear kit that I brought to record audio and to create content on this trip. But first and most importantly, I hope you all had a safe and happy Thanksgiving and you were able to relax, enjoy some friends and family, and eat well. I did all of those things. Okay, for the shoppers out there, a quick Black Friday update. 'Tis the time of the season for holiday shopping, for many of you anyways, and I have created a special link to Amazon for good deals, which you can get to by going to mikemurphy.co/Black Friday. mikemurphy.co/Black Friday. This is going to take you to a pretty cool page on Amazon that is usually filled with some really good deals. Update number 2. To check out gifts number 1 through 15 on the Mike Murphy 2017 Holiday Gift and Gear Guide for content creators, be sure to visit mikemurphy.co/gifts 2017. There are some great gift ideas for the podcaster, blogger, vlogger, videographer, content creator, and general creative on your shopping list. Okay, I am staying in Franklin, Tennessee, a popular and growing suburb of Nashville. It's located just 21 miles south of Nashville, and it's the 7th largest city in Tennessee with a population of 75,000 people. Now, for some local trivia. Number 1, Franklin was named after Ben Franklin. It was almost called Marthasville, so good job there, Tennessee, on the name switch. Number 2, Tennessee was originally part of North Carolina. It broke off in 1796 to become the 16th U.S. state. Number 3, Nashville was founded on Christmas Eve in 1779. Number 4, the first woman sentenced to die by electrocution was in Tennessee in 1949. Number 5, Teddy Roosevelt coined the phrase "good to the last drop" after drinking a locally produced coffee at the Maxwell House Hotel in Nashville. Number 6, Nashville was the first city in the country to get an FM broadcasting license in 1941. Number 7, Oprah Winfrey got her start in television as the first African-American female news anchor at a Nashville station. Number 8, United Records Pressing has produced recordings for a number of legendary performers, and it is still one of 4 companies today producing vinyl records. Number 9, it is illegal to keep a cheetah as a pet in Nashville. And number 10, the Grand Ole Opry is the longest-running radio show in the world. So overall, Franklin and Nashville, Tennessee get a big thumbs up from me. It is beautiful here. It is a really nice and friendly place, and it has a killer music scene, obviously. Okay, let's take a behind-the-scenes look at my travel gear. Now, I have done several podcast episodes on how to podcast on location, or mobile podcasting, but I think the key to it all is to not overthink it and to keep it as simple as possible. It is very possible to get high-quality recordings using a USB microphone and an iPhone or an iPad. My mobile podcasting solution of choice is to use a mobile recorder, which is what I'm using right now. So here is my travel gear kit for Thanksgiving and what I am using to record this podcast episode. To carry everything, my new travel bag is made by a company called BUBM, which is an acronym for Be Unique, Be Myself. Love it. I have been searching for the perfect audio bag and gear organizer for some time, and I just may have found it with this BUBM bag. Not sure if they pronounce it Bubum or not, but I'm just going to call it by BUBM. They also make a wide variety of bags in multiple sizes, which I plan to separate my audio and video equipment with eventually. I am very picky about bags, but what I like about these bags so far is they are basic, but very functional, and they are just the right size to toss in a backpack or luggage when traveling. The model that I got is the large size. It has 2 levels of storage, so I can keep the big gear on the bottom level, and I can keep cables and adapters and all the miscellaneous stuff on the top. It's just a simple fabric that's water resistant. It's got a very clean design, not too big, not too small. There's customizable dividers so I can fit any type of gear. And this bag is gift number 10 in my holiday gift guide series. And like always, I will include links to everything mentioned in the show notes at mikemurphy.co/EP116. So now let's take a look at what's in the bag. Well, my main and favorite piece of gear for recording audio on the go is the Zoom H6 handy recorder. This truly is the Swiss Army knife of podcasting and audio, as it really does it all. I can use the Zoom H6 to capture high-quality audio using the interchangeable microphones that come with the Zoom, or I can plug in a microphone and record directly into the Zoom, which uses an SD card, much like a camera. Or I can plug the Zoom into my MacBook Pro and use it as an audio interface so that I can record directly into Adobe Audition. I usually prefer recording directly into Adobe Audition when possible because I can edit as I go. But recording directly into the Zoom H6 is pretty easy, and then you just have to take out the SD card and port it into Audition. No big deal. I packed 2 microphones, my trusty Shure SM58 and the Samson Q2U. Both are dynamic microphones, making an excellent choice for podcasting on the go, and both have XLR connections. However, the Samson Q2U I can also connect via USB cable, which is great if I want to record directly into my computer, or I can record directly into my iPhone or my iPad if I choose with that microphone. But my preference in most cases is to use my Shure SM58 that I bought 32 years ago, and it sounds as good as ever. And for today's episode, I am using that Shure SM58 that I bought in the 10th grade directly into my Zoom H6. Easy. The accessories that I packed into my new BUBM bag that I am using while recording right now include a small folding microphone stand by OnStage, a microphone shock mount to hold my Shure SM58, also by OnStage, and a Shure wind foam so I can get really close to the microphone and reduce unwanted mouth noises such as plosives, that's the P's and the B's, and breath noises. And I always recommend using some type of wind foam for most types of microphones. I use the Shure brand AW58 for about $10 on Amazon. Also in my travel bag are various adapters and cables that serve as backups, or for you never know type situations that just give me some extra peace of mind and alternatives and flexibility for recording. I am always trying to push my knowledge and try new things and just to experiment, so having a bag full of accessories just keeps things open-ended. I also put my battery chargers, iOS cables, and Apple camera connector kit, so I could use the Samson Q2U if I decided to use and record it into my iOS devices. And for batteries in my Zoom H6, I always use the Eneloop AA rechargeables because they retain their charge while traveling and they are long-lasting. I love the Eneloop batteries. I do not travel anywhere without my camera and video gear, and I keep that in a separate bag, but I did bring that along with the trip. The BUBM is too small for my DSLR and lenses, and I actually like having a dedicated bag, one for audio and one for video, so I like that separation. I do my best to keep things as simple and minimal as possible when I'm traveling, but if you're doing any type of audio or video, it requires gear and tons of miscellaneous accessories. You can't avoid it. So having organization while you're traveling is the key for creating on the go. Now for recording. I have recorded this podcast several times from the beach and once even on an airboat in the Everglades, so I knew that I could find a good spot in my sister's house to get a good quiet recording if I needed to. The only small issue was that there were 4 dogs, 6 kids, and 6 adults, so I had to be resourceful. It is common knowledge in the audio world that cars can be good acoustically to record, so I decided to test it out, partly out of curiosity and partly out of necessity. You be the judge, but I think the audio quality of this episode gets a passing grade in my book. I edited and processed the audio in Adobe Audition. Mobile podcasting has many challenges, but really not as complicated as many make it out to be. Much can be done with a USB microphone and an iPad or an iPhone. And FYI, when I do record on my iOS devices, my favorite app to record in is Auphonic because I get asked this all the time, but there are many options. And my preferred method is still to use a portable recorder like my Zoom H6 so I can use my XLR microphones and I think the sound quality is better. But if and when Adobe Audition makes it to the iPad, I may have a change of heart. And so just to confirm, right now I am recording using my Shure SM58 dynamic microphone. It is plugged in directly to my Zoom H6 handy recorder. I am not using my iOS devices or my computer to record this podcast. Just those two pieces of gear with an XLR cable connecting the two. So that is going to do it today from the Franklin, Tennessee, episode 116, as it is time to go eat. I really wish all of you a very happy holiday weekend and season. And remember, if you want to go to the deals page on Amazon to get in your Christmas shopping, go to mikemurphy.co/Black Friday. That'll get you to all the deals on Amazon. And all the links today mentioned will be at mikemurphy.co/EP116. I thank you for joining me today. I hope you join my one-man band. And together, we can learn, create, and move forward. Cheers.